let me go ahead and check. It says we are, but are we actually live? Well, there's an ad playing. That's a good sign. So the answer is... we've got another ad playing, so that's also a good sign. The answer is yes, we are in fact live. Awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. And today, we are back with some more Deus Ex. So let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? So last stream, we ended up going through some of Paris and going through the Chateau du Clair, which means today we should be getting ready to go through this section here and eventually, I believe, end up in a cathedral, if I'm not mistaken.
Try to ignore the smell. This sewer connects to a street near the cathedral, not too far from here.
Alright. We did get skill points from that. So yeah, last video we ended up getting our low-tech set to mastery, so that's good. So I'm thinking either mastering electronics or lockpicking, either of those, or getting that leveled up again.
You're going the right way. I primarily need you to establish an uplink from the MJ12 network, but I also have uses for that gold. When you locate it, I will send someone to recover it. Prepare to receive a map of the cathedral.
Also, while we're at it, I did fully upgrade the power of a circulator, which means that all that's left now, I guess we'll go to improve our cloak. So we can therefore get that leveled up quite quick, or that improved and make it use even less energy. Now I know there's not going to be... it could go up there. In fact, we should go up there. Let's see why. What's up here? Some money. Flare, some wine. And a lockpick, too. I like that. Well, there is one reason why... there is one epic thing about this area, so... be nice once we get there. So we have two ways of potentially going about it. We could lockpick this. And how are we on lockpicks? We're decent. Let's see if I can break this. No. Well, not with that. Not with that either. So do I want to use an explosive? I mean, I have plenty of them, but just in case, we'll hold off and just use the lockpick. With all the locked doors, I'm starting to think that maybe... ooh, shoot. Hi. Goodbye. Okay, there's a commando up there. There's a bot there. Which could easily become trouble. There's a security camera. Yeah. Okay, time to get out of here, or at least try. This could be a problem.
Scanning area.
That guy will shoot me if he sees me. So I think the play is we knock out this dude here. And then we take out the bot. It looks like proving this actually improves that skill. That's good to know. Oh, shoot. He shot me. Just heal that up. Oh, shoot. That's worse. Ow. Okay, that was definitely a mistake on my part. Let's not do that. Yeah, I was getting peppered away by these guys. So instead... Oh, that's bad. But doesn't appear to have alerted him. Which is weird. Oh, it did alert him. Alright. We did take a few hits from that, but that's okay. They will have de-alerted soon, and that means that we'll be able to just hopefully sneak back in there, deactivate the security that was there. Start knocking out some of these dudes quietly. Alright. Security bot seems to have not detected me, so which means we can continue. And capture, hopefully, knock out a few dudes, secure the area up here. Which will make my job a lot easier, I'm sure, once I take this. Alright, well, that's taken care of. The real Deus Ex? Yes. Alright, we found some lambs. Means that we can have an easier time dealing with whatever is that bot and whatever potentially may come after it. So, security camera here, or security terminal. Yes, the Castlevania stage. Yep. Shut down Millbot patrol unit. Yes. Okay. So now we don't have to worry about that. That guy's ass is going to be sore tomorrow. Yes, it is. Okay, we just knocked them out, so we are good on that front. I don't know why they left a sniper rifle here with the basketballs and whatnot, but okay. Maybe they're holy relics or something. Okay, so there's a commando, another dude that's got a sniper rifle. Thank you, your reply was very important. Alright, we'll knock this. You do not see me. I could alternatively upgrade my pistols to actually, you know, be useful for some longer range takedowns and whatnot. Alright. We're starting to run a little low on charger ammo.
Keep going past the metro station. The cathedral is to the south. Transmitting a photograph.
We could, but there might be some goodies down here. You never know. Maybe there's an ATM machine or something.
The metro will take you out of the way. Go back to the street. The cathedral is not much further.
Yeah, but
The terrorism alert is still active.
oh, looky here. We can potentially go in there and... So there's a security bot.
Oh, I see now. Your friend is waiting by the tracks.
Do you know me?
More gangsters every day. You have weapons? I am selling weapon modifications. 750 for accuracy, 800 for range. Also, I was lucky to find thermoptic camo, 5,000.
No thanks.
Knocked that guy's last words. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. And I could jump up there if I want. But there's a reason to be here. That one bot over there, for example, will let
You
us...
travel at your own risk tonight, monsieur.
Yeah, it's out of the way, but hey, we found something. It's a good idea to reconnoiter a little bit, I guess. Yep, I knew that would do that. But, which is why I saved. Remember I had a bug here that removed all my AUG's movement speed when entering. Must have been some shifter's mod shenanigan. Okay. Does not appear to have done that to me. Even if it did, absolute worst case scenario, I just load an earlier save. Right?
The terrorism alert is still active.
Just need to find a way to break into that over there without them getting alerted.
Only a couple trains are running.
Let's use our strength to try throwing this over through it. Maybe that'll work. Well, that won't work, but this might.
Travel advisories are in effect.
I might need a little bit more strength to do that. Oh well. Okay, nobody is alerted. An ATM, exactly what I need. Along with a little bot to charge me up here. Boom. Got ourselves a little bit extra money from that, and we got ourselves a recharge for free, basically. I'm happy with that. And none of those guys noticed me breaking that open, so we're good. Throwing strength as a shifter exclusive feature as far as I know. Could have sworn there was other stuff. Ah, well. But yeah, I know with mods you can do things like throw candy bars so hard that it knocks people out and stuff like that. Okay, let's see if there's anything of note in here. Poor cat. Okay, that's not gonna cut it. Yeah, I'm gonna start taking drowning damage from this.
MJ12 has the cathedral locked down. If you can't get through one of the doors, you will have to find another way. I'm not sure where the computer system is located.
Yeah, I'm just gonna load up instead of trying to drown myself like that. I don't even think it rewarded me with any points for that. It might reward me for points if I manage to jump up there or something and see something. Oh, that ain't good. Alright. Use the shadows. Sneak around and...
Lockdown on.
Shit!
50 meters. Lockdown.
MJ12 has the cathedral locked down. If you can't get through one of the doors, you'll have to find another way. I'm not sure where the computer system is located.
This is why we hug them when we do that. Because otherwise, it won't do the full damage, and we get insta-killed as a result. Alright. Lighter bot there. Shit. Okay, he didn't see me. That's good. Wait, did I move? Can he move? I didn't. Okay. We'll just knock this guy out here. Nice and easy. Avoid the bot. Shoot, that ain't good at all. Run away! Run away! Okay, he is down for the count. God. That is not good. God. could shoot him over there, but that will likely kill the other dudes. So we'll leave that be for now. Reload. I wonder if I can, how effective a crossbow is going to be once I master it, because I think if I master it, I might be able to do significantly more damage with it. Maybe even be useful against the commandos, who knows. Does your no-kill rule apply to robots? No, it does not apply to robots. JM, I usually enable cheats and turn God mode on before this point in the game. Just like the power trip of executing every NPC in every area with infinite ammo. Yeah, but that's kind of like a challenge, you know? Besides that, if you're going to go that route, you might as well go the route of having it using something that is legitimate, like it's really interesting with its stuff, other than, you know, where did the... Hi, goodbye. Okay, I could use 4 luck. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, well that's one way to get the doors open. Just have the bad guys open them for me. Alright, let's see how effective this thing is at actually shooting this guy. Or not.
Once I knelt in this chapel for communion with 2 Rockefellers and a Rothschild. Since the time of the Crusades, every leader in finance has prayed for the continued stability of Templar banks, founded on gold.
Something's in here.
So he alerted on me actually bumping into the plant. That is neat, actually. Alright.
Ah, a good library, worth its weight in gold.
Okay, Klaus Schwab. Okay, there's a dude here. Alright. We're good there. Running short on taser ammo, so it'll be really useful if I can...
Aha! A trellis. You could climb onto the roof and avoid the security. Never depend upon weapons and high-tech when there is a simpler solution at hand.
Yes, however, I could just blast this dude here. Okay. Oh, another one. Well, that's 2 bots down there. Of course, the security details got to be thinning out a fair bit, you would think. Sounds like some extra security there in the cathedral. Now that we have a significant chunk of the stuff dealt with, just like that, like this. And might as well also go over there, see if there's actually additional points for me just climbing up that. There probably is. You know. Yeah, it's just the shadow there.
I see you. A thief on the roof. My new satellite link has both infrared and the X-ray spectrum. I see your heart beating. I see you are afraid.
Yeah, sure thing. But you don't know what's coming.
Someone's there. I can hear you.
Okay, there is a dude here somewhere. Ooh. I think the best way to deal with this guy is just going to be this. See what my health looks like. Could be better, could be worse. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. That healed me up a little bit. See what's up here. Ooh, some more dudes with rifles. Might as well knock them out. He's just turning around when he got knocked out. Alright, how's it going? It's going quite nicely. We're playing some more Deus Ex. Just defeated some more of these goons here, and we're about to take this tower here, secure it, and with that done... Ooh. Seriously, game? Okay. Alright, fine, whatever. Alright. Because he turned at just the wrong time for me. Walk over here. That works. Ooh.
Bogey.
Keep hitting the wrong button. Krawurxus just dropped another hate monger, but sure, a female psycho warrior in armor got pew-pewed in it with hate monger saying you're not canon. Nice. Uh-oh. Yeah, that guy definitely is aggro. Semi-aggro. Okay, here's what I do. I hit him with this, then I run away. I run away very quickly. Alright, he is now down for the count. So, we can continue. Let's see what's in here. There's a keypad there. Uh-oh. It's a good thing he didn't notice the camera going off. Suggestion about female space marines manage to die properly as it usually does, and I bet this will flare it up again. Okay, we got some more skill points. I'm happy with that so far. I don't think this will knock her out, but we can use this to do it. Are, however, starting to get a little low on that, so that's fortunate. If this will unlock it. No, it will not. Alright. Well, that security is now dealt with. And we can at least use one of our lockpicks to unlock this bad boy, which should be good. Throwing knives are still pretty rare, so it's not really that useful for us to pick them up, unfortunately, because we're just not going to have enough of them. Cover the gold from the Templar's Cathedral, now occupied by MJ-12. Okay. So that's locked. But I bet this isn't down here. that camera is still very active. So, this might be the gold thing here. So let's see what we got for 1942. Yep, this is the gold stash. So, what's the fastest way to deal with this, I wonder? We could use maybe the switch to... looks like the switch controls this door. Yeah. And that does cause this to still be a problem. But, how are we on ammo? We could just use either one of these to potentially... Or, alternatively... It does take 3 tools, but I've got plenty of them, so... Lammet, yeah, upskirt view. Woo, you spoil us with low poly lewdness. Part of the plan. I mean, I've got more multi-tools than I do.
The gold. Wonderful. My people will take control when you move out. I believe you know Chad. I've given him control of an NSF platoon on loan to me from America.
Alright, the Chad will take the gold. Let's see what can be done in this area.
This hoard dates back to when the Templars managed the French treasury for Philip the Fair. They moved it here from the temple in Paris after the crackdown of 1307. The Nazis boxed it up for shipment to Berlin, but had to abandon the cathedral during the evacuation.
So many security cameras. Okay. Oh, well, I could have just went right over here. Okay. You do not see me.
This hoard dates back to when the Templars managed the French treasury for Philip the Fair. They moved it here from the temple in Paris after the crackdown of 1307. The Nazis boxed it up for shipment to Berlin, but had to abandon the cathedral during the evacuation.
Scope. Let's see what guns I have that do not have a scope. That has a scope, that has a scope. Has a scoop. That has a scope. There's no... And yeah, that's not gonna take a scope, neither is that. So there's no point in me getting a scope. Might be some point though to me taking a reload improvement. Yes. Rockets, Ambrosia, which, considering all the stuff going on, don't know which is more valuable. Ooh, there is some reason to be up here. Some goodies to be had. What do we have? Looks like a range mod and a bioelectric cell. Let's see what the range mod can do for me. So this bad boy has... Might as well just improve the range on this. There we go. So our skill point situation is not terrible. And like I said, the plan I think here is what we'll do is we will try to get ourselves either electronics or lockpicking for the next one. That way we don't have to use as many of either of those, or one of those at least. I'm kind of leaning towards potentially the lockpicks, even though multi-tools are slightly more useful because the lockpicks are a little bit more scarce right now. I think the play is we knock this guy out. That security is dealt with. Fountain of Wisdom is... Okay, so this could be down there. So, we now got that part taken care of. We can now slip right back here. The vault has been opened. Let's see what else we can find. I want to knock out as many of these dudes as possible so I don't have to deal with it once we... Okay, the chef seems to be a friendly. These guys are not, though, so...
What do you want? Know where I can find a computer terminal in this building?
You're in the wrong place. If I am to prepare breakfast for dozens of soldiers, then I must be left alone.
I don't work for the troops that took over the cathedral. You part of the original staff?
I've been the chef here for 8 years. Yes, the Templars were civilized. They paid me and they let me leave the compound.
I'm no friend of your new bosses. Maybe you can help me out.
Fine. There's only one terminal. Go up the 3 flights of stairs just outside the kitchen. Turn left, go down 2 flights, go forward up more stairs, and turn right. You cannot miss it.
What was that again?
I've helped you enough. I do not need a bullet in the head. Now go.
Okay, so up 3 stairs. 2, 3. Down 2. 1, 2. Okay, or maybe it's... Maybe it's this. No. Locked. Okay, so that terminal I already opened and dealt with. Yeah, I remember distinctly. Guess the options are... Could try... Nope. I could try blasting through this door. I don't know what kind of security they're going to have on the other side, but we can give it a shot. We do have a reasonable amount of rockets and a lamp, so we can spare that. Blasted this, it looks like. Do not mess with lambs. Lesson learned. Valuable lesson it was. But it doesn't really help me per se because, yeah, this is a nice location. Unless I can slip behind here. I probably can. It doesn't do me anything, but yeah, I can do that technically. So. Here.
Do not give effort as product of his power. You are being manipulated.
Yeah, I figured that. I mean, it's kind of obvious that Everett is not a good guy. Okay, that is not really much of an option, but that's okay. We've already been up there. So I might as well head back down. Pick up that ammo. We'll knock out the guys at the that the chef was with, and then we'll deal with whatever is over there. What's left, anyways? We've been through there. So let's knock these dudes
They
out.
will kill me if I talk to anyone.
I need to rest my feet.
You should go back to the barracks.
What are they thinking? 8 straight hours of walking around a vacant cathedral? What's the point of...
He's down for the count. Got some more crossbow ammo. And some more darts.
This is my life. A chef in the basement of a kennel. I'm not allowed to leave. If they want a hamburger, why not go to an American hamburger franchise?
Here we go. That'll definitely be very useful. Because I was running short on ammo for that. So I will steal all of your soy food. Now that I have secured the soy. Oh yeah, I can go back to where that area is. Recharge myself since, you know, might as well. Deus Ex, where you have to choose between Jeff Bezos, ChatGPT, or total annihilation. At least the ChatGPT can be, you know, red-pilled in this. So. But I sure as shit I'm not picking Jeff Bezos. So that kind of narrows it down to 2 different options at that point. But there is also the based option of 0022. Okay. Okay, that didn't work out as planned. The same dude, the same bot keeps spamming me again. Run!
Yes, obey your new masters. Come to me.
I might have just locked myself in here. That would be a problem if I did. Mass Effect 3 choices all over again. No, these are actually meaningful choices, you know, until the second game kind of destroyed that, but I digress.
Yes, obey your new masters. Come to me.
Oh. Can't you destroy the camera? I could, now that you mention it. Yeah, and I have plenty of lambs. But I could also just sneak past it. Okay, there is a funny way to deal with this, too. So Gunther's right over there.
I regret that only once we worked together. Now the game has changed.
You came all the way to Paris to tell me that?
It is a simple message I am demonstrating. We know where you are going and what you intend.
And I know something about you.
You know you will be defeated.
I know your UNATCO kill phrase. The Putin machine.
I am not a machine.
Sticks and stones.
We did certainly teach you how to fight, didn't we?
You're worried, Simons. We almost have a cure.
You have nothing. Even if Everett succeeds, you can't synthesize enough vaccine to stop an epidemic. You need a universal constructor, and don't think Page Industries is going to leave one lying around for you to use. Not after you blew up the one in Hong Kong.
I was never properly trained in its operation.
Laugh it up, Denton. Next time we won't use an old box of bolts like Gunter. The only reason I let him go to Paris is that I was sick of his moaning about Navarra and constant requests for a tune-up.
You sent him because you knew he would fight to the death.
He was the last of the mechs. Next time you will face someone of your own abilities.
Well, Gunther's dead. Alright, make contact.
I'm getting what I need. Good work. I will now consent to meet you in person. Go to the metro station nearby and await my instructions.
Yeah, why destroy the camera when it's completely unnecessary, because you know we could just bypass it like this. Now, we just walk right out the front door. Hopefully nothing. Okay. Looks like we might actually be in the clear for the immediate time, which is good. Gunther overdosed on lemon lime. Poor man. All he wanted was orange.
You are hearing the voice of a majestic 12 AI. No need to be alarmed. For now, I can protect you and Daedalus for a day or so.
Your systems were very cooperative. Upload complete.
Keep going. Atonway is in the tube below.
Okay, I need to...
I regret that only
You came.
you.
Actually gonna do something, try to do something funny here. No. I'm gonna do something a little funnier here by running past him.
I regret that only once we worked together. Now the game has changed.
You came all the way to Paris to tell me that?
It is a simple message I am demonstrating. We know where you are going and what
We're gonna see him blow up in the background while we talk to Simmons.
You know
It's gonna be funny.
I know your UNATCO kill phrase. The Putin machine.
I am not a machine.
Sticks and stones.
We did certainly teach you how to fight, didn't we?
You're worried, Simons. We almost have a cure.
You have nothing. Even if Everett succeeds.
You sent...
He was...
Okay, that doesn't actually seem to have damaged me that much. I think I basically ended up the same way I was before, so...
I'm getting what I need. Good work. I will now consent to meet you in person. Go to the metro station nearby and await my instructions.
The reason why I'm redoing this little section is because I wanted to get that little last bit of dialogue with the upload complete bit there, so because I was kind of curious. Fun fact, lemons are a subspecies of orange. Well, yes, that does actually make sense. Sticks and stones, motherfucker. Yep.
You're hearing the voice of a Majestic 12 AI. No need to be alarmed. For now, I can protect you in Daedalus for a day or so.
Your systems were very cooperative. Upload complete. You were just a prototype, Denton. A prototype for me.
My associate, Toby Atanwe, will meet you below.
Alright, there we go. Why are you not playing Peak Field 6? I could. I did actually try out the campaign for it, and the campaign is another case of everyone was screaming about, or people were apparently screaming, someone was screaming, I don't know who the hell it was, for a new Battlefield campaign mode. And once again, EA and DICE completely missed the point of Battlefield with the campaign mode.
Keep going. Atanwe is in the tube below.
Eric says all your base are belong to us. I've heard that the game, I haven't really checked out the bot support for the game, so that might be a case of, I think it has it, so if it does, we're good on that at least. But the problem is, right, EA and DICE really, like I said, do not seem to get how to do a Battlefield campaign. And it is annoying as hell when people say, just... Because what it does is we end up with basically two separate games altogether that don't play the same either. And that seems to be the reoccurring theme with when EA and DICE tried to do a Battlefield campaign. There have been some cases where it actually ends up being okay. For example, I think it's safe to say that Battlefield 1 actually had a decent-ish, all 3 hours of it. But because at least some of the missions there were still relatively open and whatnot. Battlefield 6, you have basically a single mission that's actually open for maybe 3/4 of it. You have maybe two levels that are actually large-scale battles. You don't have a single level where you are using aircraft, be it jets or flying helicopters. You're not flying either of those through even a single level of those, so And then, trying to think of some of the other things I would have.
Only a couple of trains are running.
Like, I still say, for what it's worth, that the 3 Battlefield games that genuinely had good campaigns were Modern Combat and the 2 Bad Company games. Wait, I wonder if I could have a laugh here. So I could jump over there and have him follow me. But will he? He won't. It was worth a shot, though.
J.C. Denton, I will take you to Everett, but you will be forbidden to learn the way yourself.
That will be quite a trick.
You will not be armed in any way.
Forget it. I'll find Everett on my own.
I am afraid that would be impossible. See, no inconvenience whatsoever.
Everett must be paranoid.
We all are. The Illuminati is getting a taste of its own medicine.
Has he made any progress on the Grey Death virus?
Your uplink provided the missing encryption key. He has been able to complete the work that Professor Tong began.
I must see him at once.
He is downstairs in the lab.
Yokai says, Battlefield 3 campaign was good when you realize it happens during and after the multiplayer battles and co-op campaign. I'm not actually sold on that. So, the Battlefield 3, so here's some of the issues I would mention.
The terrorism alert is still active.
One, again, it completely misses the point of a Battlefield game, which I would argue, so to some degrees did the Bad Company games. You know, what with you being just a small squad of dudes basically fighting the war by yourself in the Bad Company games. But at least, let's double check, see if there's any extra goodies behind him. I don't think there are. No. So I think that was just up there, that's what he was talking about. But yeah, the Battlefield 3 campaign. Also, the flying section was an on-rails exclusive section.
But you will be forbidden to learn the way yourself.
That will be quite a trick.
You will not be armed in any way.
Do what you must.
Step a little closer. See, no inconvenience whatsoever.
Everett must be paranoid.
We all are. The Illuminati is getting a taste of its own medicine.
Has he made any progress on the Grey Death virus?
Your uplink provided the missing encryption key. He has been able to complete the work that Professor Tong began.
I must see him at once.
He is downstairs in the lab.
Unimportant commentator says, yep, the one that was on the high ground. So, here's the thing, like I was saying about Battlefield. See, what I would like is if they tried, like, with the very first mission of Battlefield 1. That actually had... That very first mission in Battlefield 1 did legitimately feel like Battlefield, for what it's worth. It actually briefly brought back the hot swap feature, but did so in a way that worked. I mean, so did it too work in Modern Combat. I'm being silly here. It worked fantastically, actually, in Modern Combat. But the point is, they brought back the hot swap feature. They actually used it in a pretty smart way, too, that actually helped improve the game's writing, arguably. And it was and like I said, it was as much a gameplay as it was a storytelling mechanic, and it worked. And it, at the end of the day, felt like Battlefield. Whereas...
You missed dinner, but help yourself to a snack.
Okay, you eat some more soy food.
Do not to disturb Lucius de Beers.
Who's Lucius de Beers?
Oh, you do not know him?
Someone who works for Everett?
It is not for me to discuss Mr. de Beers.
Why? Is there something to hide?
He is a friend of Mr. Everett's and very sick. You must not disturb him or inquire about him. I am not permitted to discuss Mr. de Beers. Just cleaning up.
Anyways, I know he's down somewhere, and there should be an augmentation upgrade canister here similar to, which is why we are here. Couple of prod chargers. We could bust through there, but there's no point. But yeah, I just really wish they would bring back a modern combat style campaign for Battlefield. Or, you know, basically either that or what the original Battlefront 2 did. Because at least the gameplay would feel like Battlefield.
Huh? Looks like we might pull this thing off.
Alex, what are you doing here?
Tong sent me. He wanted me to help with the decryption.
Looks like Everett has it all figured out.
Listen quickly. Tong doesn't trust the Illuminati. He sent me here to keep an eye on Everett.
I see. How about the triads? Is the truth going to hold?
Last I heard, but I guess we have other things to worry about now, huh? I'll keep you in touch through your info link. I'll try my best to keep you informed.
Yes, do exactly that. Keep me informed.
Alright, well.
You won't be hearing from Tong for a while. He had to leave Hong Kong.
Why? The triads?
He said he had some business to take care of. I don't know. He didn't look so good.
Sick?
Either that or something was bothering him. The last thing he said to me, it was something about all the machines in his lab being useless. And then he cut off the connection.
Useless for what?
It was just an outburst. I don't know, but he wants me to wait here for instructions. JC, Tong is serious about Everett. He wants you to be careful.
Unimportant commentator says, a good campaign should be an immersive tutorial for the multiplayer or inspiration for custom content if the game allows it to be made. Yeah. Yokai says, Battlefield 3 story is also about one soldier trying to stop a terrorist, not the grand war that normal Battlefield is. Yeah, but that's the thing. We haven't had a campaign mode since Modern Combat that was just about the grand war that normal Battlefield is. Every single time it has been. Admittedly, you have the Battlefield 1 stuff, which is... It doesn't really cover that. At the end of it's a bunch of separate stories there, of course. So you have, of course, the runner story, which is about the guy trying to get his, trying to keep his men alive there, including that young recruit that he seems to bond with, basically. So you've got that. But yeah, really, and you've got, of course, the other stories too. The one guy that lies constantly, that happens to be the pilot. You've got the tank crewmen that are basically pushing behind enemy lines on their own for most of that story, which is also the longest story in Battlefield 1. And you also have Avante Savoia, the Arditi guy that's in armor, and his story is exactly 2 missions long. We will never have, because EA fear the potential backlash. Backlash for making a Battlefield game feel like Battlefield? I mean, yeah, EA is a bunch of cowards anyways. I will grant you that, absolutely. That much is very, very true. But the point still is, we'll deactivate all of his stuff here. We will open this, open this. Okay, we can even steal that thing right from there and get ourselves a brand new augmentation. Okay, I'm going to go with improving this. Reduce the drain. And I already have all the augmentation slots filled, so there's no point. Except for potentially getting a funny dialogue of, oh yeah, I already looted that. Could break that open if I really, really want. So first, we're going to go ahead and actually see his friend, actually. And... 4 tools to get in there. Technically, I could do it, but for now, what is your favorite quote? I don't know from what. One thing. We'll actually bypass this and see if there's any funny dialogue by talking to him. Yokai says Battlefield 5 was the best chance to give a campaign that was a grand war, but DICE shitted on the bed really hard. Yes, I know. I still do not have Battlefield 5 explicitly for just how badly DICE shit the bed on that one.
JC Dick, 23 years old, no residence, no ancestors, no employer, no...
How do you know who I am?
I was greeted each visitor with a complete summary of his file. I'm a prototype for a much larger system.
What else do you know about me?
Everything that can be known.
Go on. Do you have proof about my ancestors?
You are a planned organism, the offspring of knowledge and imagination, rather than of individuals.
I'm engineered, so what? My brother and I suspected as much while we were growing up.
You are carefully watched by many people. The unplanned organism is a question asked by nature and answered by death. You are another kind of question, with another kind of answer.
Are you programmed to invent riddles?
I'm a prototype for a much larger system. The heuristics language developed by Dr. Everett allows me to convey the highest and most succinct tier of any pyramidal construct of knowledge.
How about a report on yourself?
I was a prototype for Echelon 4. My instructions are to amuse visitors with information about themselves.
I don't see anything amusing about spying on people.
Human beings feel pleasure when they are watched. I have recorded their smiles as I tell them who they are.
Some people just don't understand the dangers of indiscriminate surveillance.
The need to be observed and understood was once satisfied by God. Now, we can implement the same functionality with data mining algorithms.
Electronic surveillance hardly inspires reverence. Perhaps fear and obedience, but not reverence.
God and the gods were apparitions of observation, judgment, and punishment. Other sentiments toward them were secondary.
No one will ever worship a software entity peering at them through a camera.
The human organism always worships. First, it was the gods. Then, it was fame, the observation and judgment of others. Next, it would be the self-aware systems you have built to realize truly omnipresent observation and judgment.
You underestimate humankind's love of freedom.
The individual desires judgment. Without that desire, the cohesion of groups is impossible. And so is civilization. The human being created civilization, not because of a willingness, but because of a need to be assimilated into higher orders of structure and meaning. God was a dream of good government. You will soon have your God, and you will make it with your own hands. It was made to assist you. I'm a prototype of a much larger system. God was a dream of good government.
Alright, so some really interesting dialogue there. It's like the Deus Ex movie. At this point, the only way to make a good Battlefield campaign is to make one yourself and releasing it as a mod or its own game with a different name. Yep. Low Confidence King Frog says Deus Ex Machina. Quite literally. But that's also kind of the point of the game, too. We're talking about a man-made god. Okay, I think the other guy is probably this way somewhere or something. No one will worship an entity behind a camera. Deus Ex Protag, and then 2025 proving him completely wrong by worshipping AI. Here we go. Yeah, it's interesting just how well written this game can be at times. Okay. Alright, here we go.
What are you doing back here? Dipping, right?
Yeah. You're alive in that thing?
I am conscious. Tell Everett I am cold. It keeps me so cold.
Who are you? Do you mind if I ask?
The Supreme Enlightened. The leader of the Illuminati.
I thought Everett was a leader.
I am the leader. I brought the Illuminati up through the 20th century to the height of their power. I had presidents and premiers eating out of my hand. I am the one. Our decline is the result of my own. All we need is for me to get back on my feet. What did Everett tell you?
Nothing.
I merely await certain technologies. Then I will be restored. Everett has sworn it.
Now he's a popsicle in a chamber. Yeah. Low confidence frog says this is scary. Yep. We could kill him and put him out of his misery, basically.
He promised me.
So there is a couple of messed up bits here we can do. So I did mention that, yeah, we can just shut him down and put him out of his misery. Let's do that real quick. I wonder if we get any...
What the hell are you doing down there? You just killed Lucius de Beers, an old friend of mine. I know he wasn't doing very well and he was in pain. Still, I had my reasons for keeping him alive. For God's sake, he was the former leader of the Illuminati. Stop messing with my equipment and get to the laboratory.
Eric says killing him does not seem like the pacifist route. Correct, and he is also a scumbag in his own right, which is why we should keep him alive. Yeah, you can sit there and freeze, motherfucker.
It would be rather serendipitous if...
Oy vey, shut him down! Keep him suffering, yes.
So this is where the Illuminati ended up after centuries of conspiring to rule the world.
The conspiracy is about to begin again, JC, between you and me. Nicolette was wise to bring us together. Wise like her mother. The most effective partnerships, like Beth's and mine, arise from mutual necessity.
I came to talk about the Grey Death. Atanwe said you cracked the virus.
A trivial matter. Page added nothing to the poor design. However, what we need to construct is a carbano-carbon ROM module, not exactly a vaccine.
Can it be done without a universal constructor?
No, we need time on a UC. But I know where we might find one, and also gain access to the U.S. military networks.
U.S. military?
To stop Icarus from completely destroying the Daedalus AI. Daedalus is a design of mine, It replaced the old Echelon 3 network.
Echelon. The surveillance system for the United Nations. So Daedalus was an MJ-12 tool and rebelled?
More of a pattern-matching error. It classified Majestic 12 as a terrorist group, alongside the NSF and Silhouette.
And alongside the Illuminati, right? Are you sure Daedalus is your ally?
What matters to us is that it opposes Majestic 12. We must help it destroy their intelligence apparatus. But that will require the military networks. I have already contacted Gary Savage of X-51.
The former Area 51 scientists. Are they still camped out at the Vandenberg Air Force Base?
They are close to completing a UC and have the kind of connection Daedalus will need.
Sounds like my pilot and I should head to Vandenberg.
Yes, I took the liberty of radioing him. Here is the key to the helipad stairway. The door is in the foyer where Atanwe revived you. Good luck. I will be in contact.
By the way, Lucius de Beer says he's cold.
I know. 18 degrees Celsius, to be exact.
Don't you think that's a little chilly?
I keep his metabolism low so he will last. He is a good advisor. A one-man think tank, so to speak.
He said he's the leader of the Illuminati.
A harmless fantasy. He also thinks I'm going to restore his body.
You aren't?
The technology has been around for decades, but he does not need to know that.
Well, I could be the ultimate dick, or that guy that's him. I'm Illuminati, and he's the one that's also been fucking over government for decades, or one of the guys fucking over everyone for decades. So, what I will probably do... You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna blast this. Meat lamb. He was just far enough away to be alright. Laser and an accuracy mod. So the AC mod is probably going to be what I use. Yes. There we go. Probably gets us access to the aquarium. It does. Wonder why we would want to be in here anyways. Let's find out. Let us swim with the fishies. 18C is not that cold. It is cold, but like room temperature cold. Yeah. Well, we got some more XP out of it, so that's... Ooh, we got goodies over there. That's why we wanted to be here. Darts, even though we already have enough darts. And an aqualung, which we don't need, because we are good already. So I'm going to tell that dipshit that he is not only not the leader anymore, but his buddy is actually has the technology to bring him back, but is refusing to do so as part of a power grab. That way he can suffer with the knowledge there on top of being cold and miserable. Everyone sounds like the bad guy in this game? Yes. At least you could argue that the AI, as much as they're trying to become gods, don't seem particularly nefarious, but...
Where is he? I will remember these small injustices. When I am revived, I will remember.
Everett has no intention of reviving you.
He must. He has been commanded.
He keeps you on ice so that he can benefit from your experience, but he intends to rule the Order himself.
No. No. I will not allow it.
Let's see. See if there's any more dialogue from him. If we tell him, hey, he's commanding you to revive him.
Don't forget to say hi to your friend from UNETCO, Mr. Jacobson.
Already bumped into him.
Very thoughtful of Tom. My own computer technician. I suppose he can help me prepare a comlink for Daedalus.
What's that computer system for? The one with the blue face for an interface.
Oh, nothing. Just something for passing the time and amusing guests.
It has access to quite a bit of information, including information about me.
An old prototype, for Daedalus, actually. It doesn't really handle surveillance in its current state.
So you have your own private echelon system.
Mr. Denton, your pilot is waiting.
Yes, I do, actually.
You saw a piece of Echelon 3 in Beth's chateau. We salvaged some of the hardware. Surveillance used to be daemon-based. Daedalus is more distributed. A blip of his code runs on every communication device on the planet.
Lovely! So there's no getting rid of it.
If we control communications, we can organize and the other side cannot. Lack of organization is exactly what has plagued X-51. They're great scientists, but isolated. They left Area 51 to protest Majestic 12's experiments, and that's what it amounted to, a protest. They don't even coordinate with the NSF, which is headquartered a few hundred miles to the north. You see the need for global organization. Someone has to bring these disparate groups together. X-51 has assembled excellent technology. They just need someone to help them use it. You will be my representative at Vandenberg. I will trust you to find a way to manufacture the cure. Meanwhile, I have other preparations to make.
Yokai says the AI takeover done by bad AI, I guess. Involuntary Morpheus seeding. Yeah.
While you're in the air, I guess I'll be helping Everett prepare Daedalus for the attack. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but part of the whole plot of the game is if you go that ending, JC actually merges with them and basically, which should fix some of the the problems that the AI which should fix a lot of the issues with the AI.
You missed
but,
dinner,
you know,
but help yourself
not exactly
to a
perfect
snack.
either.
It would be rather serendipitous if Bob Page invented something Everett could not figure out.
Alright. Okay, let's get ready to save here, just in case.
Just got refueled. Been waiting for you.
Interesting. Why is there a dead body here? Oh, we got enough to level up one of our skills. So, do I want to pick lockpicking or electronics? I'm kind of torn on that.
Huh? Is there a problem?
Just looking around.
I checked her out. She's fueled up and ready to go.
Is something wrong?
Huh? No, I said I checked her out. You want the thing to run, right? If you're gonna cross the ocean.
Of course. Better safe than sorry.
A lamb, huh?
I fixed her right up for you.
Yeah, I bet you did. Ooh. Beat the dude up with a crowbar. We could probably tell him, hey, you guys had a...
Why'd you knock out Everett's mechanic?
Something about that guy didn't smell right. You better double check your systems. What did he work on?
The fuel system. Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. This isn't right.
What isn't?
Oh my God, JC, a bomb.
A bomb?
It's remote controlled. Hold on.
Get out of there.
Just have to pull this wire. There. Relax. I disabled the detonator. We can drop the thing in the Atlantic on the way back to the States. Make a good detective, JC. Ready to get out of here?
Yeah, we're gonna let him know. Hey, your
just a minute.
Mechanic was actually a spy that tried to blow us up, or was killed by one at least. So you know. Just rush over here.
I am not permitted to discuss Mr. De Beers.
Hey, about your mechanic at the helipad. Something about him seemed a little off.
Yes, Pierre. I haven't been able to reach him. What's wrong?
Pierre. He sounded American to me.
Pierre has never been to America. Who's up there? He's not one of my people.
I took him down. The helipad is secure.
Well, thank you. A small consolation. I would like to know how he got in here in the first place. You will be my representative at Vandenberg.
John Deus Ex, famous protag. Yep. Let's ask this guy, and just in case, maybe he has some information on... Oh, he's mysteriously vanished. He's probably the one responsible for that. Now we can go. Or actually, this is where I'm going to go ahead and call the stream, in fact. So yeah, this has been Ace. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play some more Deus Ex as much as I've enjoyed playing it. And I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.